everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We have the restaurant's team members right here with us, Aneesah and Yaniv, and my name is Ariel. I'm going to host this webinar, and Aneesah and Yaniv are going to talk about the product and also introduce you to it. We understand this has been a difficult situation and crazy times. We're so proud of you, and we're inspired by your creations and how you modified everything and your businesses, and we're really here to help you guys. So I hope we can help as much as we can. Let's start.
Hello. Hi, my name is Aneesah, and I'm going to just go over the presentation. So as Ariel has said, this is the Wix Restaurants webinar team. My name is Aneesah. I'm the product support lead within customer care for Wix Restaurants. And in the webinar, we'll have Yaniv, who's the product manager. So let's get started. What we'll talk about today is increasing demand for takeout, how to set up online ordering, taking advantage of the advanced features within the online ordering, managing orders. Briefly, we'll talk about managing orders in the mobile app, and updating your site's changes so you can reflect this on your business, and then reaching out to your clients. So increased demand for takeout, we're going to cover. Before we jump into it, these are things that you should think about ahead of time. The first thing would be, does this work for my type of restaurants? Do I have the capacity? What are the tools I can use to start offering online ordering right now? And how to promote my business to get online orders. These are things that you should think about when you're switching to the online ordering or using the Wix Orders app. That's where Wix comes in. So the platform is already ready to use. You can add the app from in the app market. Once the app is added, you can easily switch it online. And then we have an advanced marketing tool so that you can definitely promote and grow your business during this time. So we're definitely seeing a high increase for the online ordering app, and we've noticed a lot of new types of businesses are utilizing this feature. This is a great app to use if you're not a classical delivery type of food service, or even if you are a traditional restaurant, you can really take advantage of this. Right now, we're seeing new businesses like breweries, tap rooms, and chefs taking advantage of the features that we have. We're very excited for it. Here's La Vida Restaurant. During this time, they turned off their in-house dining, and they've enabled delivery and pickup service to be on. We also have Aslan Beer Company, who is a tap room, and they temporarily closed just due to their regulations, and now they're offering curbside pickup. And next, we have Pronto Velati. They're a pizzeria, and how they're adapting to the change is that they've changed their delivery radius and times to adapt to the situation. Next, this is going to be Yaniv taking over on how to set up the online order.
So hi everyone, I hope you can see me. My name is Yaniv and I'm the product manager for the Wix restaurant. So just like Aneesah said, we're seeing a big trend of businesses adding the online ordering feature to their business in order to maintain their business alive and having orders coming in. So I would like to start and show you how you can easily add the online ordering application. First thing you need to do is go to your editor and click on the Add Apps. A prerequisite to establishing the online ordering is to have a menu. So if you don't have a menu, please go ahead and add first the menu, add your dishes, and once you have the menu in place, then you can click on the Wix Restaurant Orders. It will add this application to your website. You can see you already have the look and feel of a menu to start taking orders. You can click wherever you want. You will find a setting button. Once you click it, you can see that there is a way to turn it on. Before you do that, you have some settings you can play with fonts, with colors. You can change the layout. You can change the design. As you know, Wix platform, you can do almost whatever you want. Once you are fine with the look and feel of the ordering menu, then you can turn on the online ordering feature. Once you click it, you will be moved to the dashboard, to the setting, and start setting up the online ordering. Go to the Setup Online Ordering and click on Accept Orders. Once you click the Accept Orders, switch on the online ordering feature. Now that it's on, you can start and set up the rest of the settings. You can click the Pickup if you want to enable the pickup service, and then toggle it on. Go to Delivery, set up delivery areas. You can choose the right radius for you or just to sketch the delivery area. You can set up minimum order, delivery charge, maximum delivery time, and to custom the hours of the deliveries. Once you do that, this is how it looks. Go to Payments, enable the right payment methods. You can add cards and choose the preferable gateway to work with. It's up to you to set the right one. Once you are done, you can click on the Save button, and then you are ready to go. Go back to the editor and just publish the website, and then you will have the online ordering in place and orders can start flowing. Okay, now that you have already the feature of online ordering in place, let's look at into some advanced features. We will talk about menu modifications, delivery hours and zones. Yeah?
Yaniv, there's a
Yes?
question from the audience before you go into the advanced features. Or maybe, or tell me if you're going to cover it later, but is there a way to add modifications to the menu without it showing on the website?
To add a modification without seeing it on the website, what does it mean?
You mean like something that is not visible for customers?
You can hide the whole page. We can see it later on for reservations, but you can hide the whole page. Once you added something, you can in the editor you can preview it and see if it suits you, and then you can publish it once you are fine with it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna touch the menu modification, delivery hours and zones, pickup, on ordering feature, future orders, and online payments. Let's start with the menu modifications. So nowadays, the dishes that you want to deliver or to bring for a pickup might be different from the day-to-day usual dishes that you are used to serve. So you can add a new menu. Instead of changing the current ones, you can add a new one. We call it COVID-19, a temporary menu for coronavirus days. And there you can add only the dishes that suits deliveries and pickup service, like the one that will last the most, the ones that you have all the needed ingredients, the ones that you have the right boxes to send it with. Once you did that, you can go to the regular one, and on the settings, on the three dots on the right upper corner, you can hide the regular menu until you get back to the normal days, hopefully soon. Another thing is that in order to have pickup service and deliveries, you need to establish, or you need to make sure that the physical address is updated. So go to settings, to general info, and make sure that the address is correct, because this is where your customers will go and pick up their reservations, or from there you're going to set the relevant radius. You can adjust the opening hours according to the relevant situation of your business and find the right hours that suits you. You can always change it later on. So here we choose to show that we are working during the days from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. Go to the delivery and decide whether you want to have more than one delivery area according to the conditions. So here in this example, we added a new delivery area with increased radius of 10 miles to work only on weekends with a different minimum order, different delivery charge, different minimum delivery time. And as you can see, you can custom the hours to deliver during the weekend. So here, the wrong example. So it's a different radius for different days. Pickup. If you want to have a pickup service, go to Settings, Online Ordering, click on the Pickup, toggle on the pickup service, set up the ETA for having the order ready for pickup, and here as well you can custom the hours that the pickup service will be available. It not necessarily have to be the same hours that the business is operating. Don't forget to save it, of course. Phone ordering. So we have another cool feature for those customers that prefer doing orders or taking orders over the phone, or for those who have network issues. So once you added the online ordering feature, you have the phone ordering as well. You need to go to the main navigation pane, click on Restaurants, and then you have, as you can see on the left pane, phone ordering option. Click on it. If it's the first time that you are trying this feature, you will get this welcome page. Click on Start Now. Then you can start Take Phone Order. Enter the customer's phone number, enter his details, choose the right order type, and then you will get the full menu. You can add to the cart any dish that you want. Once you did that, just click on the Go to Checkout, choose the right payment method, click on Place Order, and here you go. The order was sent, and you can move to the next customer. The next feature is future orders. So once you enable the online ordering feature, the customers can place orders for pickup or for delivery during the opening hours. But you can allow future orders features, so customer will be able to place orders for future dates, and by that you can increase your orders and balance the load. Meaning, if my business is getting closed on 10 p.m. and is back to business tomorrow 10 a.m., in between, customer will be able to place orders and schedule to come and pick them up during lunchtime. This way you can start the day with a pool of new orders. All you need to do is to go to Settings, Online Ordering, click on the Advanced option, and toggle on the Future Orders switch. We advise you to leave the default values of 0 days to 7 days. It's up to you how many days in advance you're allowed to place some orders. If you need any more help, you please contact the customer care. And the last feature is online payment. To allow a contactless service, meaning that you want to make the orders and have no contact with the customers, we advise you to consider to disable the cash option, because if you need to pay in cash, then there is an interaction between the delivery guy and the customer. So go to Payments in the settings of the online ordering, click on Payments, and toggle off the cash option. Don't forget to save.
Cool. Yaniv, that was really good explanations, and I hope you answered a lot of the questions. We still have a few things that we've been asked that I'd like you to explain a little. We got a few questions about thank you emails, like how to incentivize customers to buy more often. Do we have an option with our automated emails to do that?
Yes. After you're making an order, you will get automatically a thank you email with the details of the order.
Can we also modify this email?
So currently at this time, you're not able to modify the default email. However, you can use email marketing to customize a more beautiful newsletter to send out. Every time a customer books a reservation, their contact information is stored in the Wix contact section. And actually, I'll go through that in my next slide.
Great. And another question about coupons. If we can add coupons.
Definitely. Coupons is a new feature. It is amazing. We've always had discounts within Wix restaurants, but then we've added another level to make more personalized coupons. So underneath the Wix restaurants online ordering settings or marketing tools, you'll see rest discounts. And then when you create a discount, from there at the very bottom, you'll see the option to toggle on and create a coupon code. These coupon codes can be specialized per client or a routine customer who always comes in. And then from there, you can email that to them to give it an additional touch.
This is really great. Thank you. And last question before we move forward. I saw a few questions about tips. How do you set it up? How do you make sure that customers pay those tips?
In the settings, in the online ordering, once you set up the payment option, here you can see, we'll point it out. Here you can see tip on card, meaning that you will have a place to put a tip. So the delivery guy will get his tip, and again, it will remain contactless.
Great. Thank you so much. So Aneesah, please continue.
We're not going to go too in-depth on managing orders for the Wix mobile app, but I do want to say that we have moved into the Wix mobile app. You can find Wix restaurants there. So if you already have Wix restaurants installed on the site, as soon as you log in, you'll be able to manage orders like normal. But after this video, I know we're going to include like a video for you guys. But just know that you can manage on the mobile app, manage orders, you get instant notifications, manage dish availability, and we also do support tablets.
So this is how the app looks like when I open it, and I have one restaurant's business that I'm managing. My restaurant name is Ronnie's Cuisine, and let's see how I'm gonna manage my online orders and inventory. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press the dashboard button, and first I can see a sneak peek of my business. I can see my site currently has one live visitor that I can chat with if I want to. I can see some statistics on my business. Right now it's very low because it's a fake site that we created just for the demo. And what's more relevant for us is the orders widget that I can see a sneak peek. As you can see, I have 2 new orders that just came in, and I can also have I can also see the reservation that I have, but we're not going to focus on that side today because of the situation. So what do I have inside an order? What kind of information do I have? So let's enter one of the orders and let's see what can I see. So I see first that the order is due in 1 hour. You can see that on the top navigation bar next to the title. You can see that I got an order for an omelette. I got a special request not add any salt, and the total amount of the order including the delivery. I can see where should I deliver it to with the address, and I can phone call the person if I want to. If I click the phone icon, it opens the native action sheet. I can also open one of the apps that I have on the device, one of the maps apps. If I press the map icon, you see I have 3 options with all the maps apps I have installed. I can see when should I deliver it. Here it's up to 2 hours. And I can also see how was this order, how was it paid, by cash or if it was already paid with a credit card. I have some also additional info like when was the order received, where was it ordered from, via my website, the mobile website, or in the future we're also going to have an option to book via the app itself, but currently it's only for owners. Okay, so the option that I have here is to accept the order. I can also press the 3 buttons at the top right, and I will have a few more options like emailing the order or rejecting it. But for now, let's actually step out of the screen. Let's go to the Manage tab, just so you can see the entire things I can do inside my restaurant business before I actually do some actions. And here you can see I have 3 apps. I have orders, reservation, and menus. I'm going to go back to the orders, and it will take me to the similar screen that we've seen before, but now I can see all my orders, not just the 2 that I've seen before. I can see the new ones, the ones that are in progress, which are not, I have none right now, and all my previous orders, and I can scroll and see all of them. Here everything is from the same person. Again, it's because it's a fake account. Let's go again to the ones I just received recently, and I can here swipe left or swipe right to see all the actions that I can do, and the same actions that I could have done also from within the order details itself. So let's go inside again. This time I'm going to accept the order. And right now what happened is that the order moved from the new tab to the in progress one. This is a way that we basically allow restaurant owners to track all the food orders that they get. So once you have something in progress, you know that you should really start preparing the food and have it ready by the due date. The due date, as you can see, it's shown on the right side. Currently it's within 1 hour. So besides accepting an order, let's say I got an order that I don't want to accept because whatever reasons, I can swipe right, and I can also reject it. How do I reject? I press the reject button. Here I can specify why I'm rejecting this, whatever for now, and then I press reject. Now if I'm rejecting an order, it will no longer appear in the new, it will appear in the all tab here at the top. I should let the customer know that the order was rejected, why, and probably I need to refund him. Let's go back now to the in progress. I still have one dish that I need to make. So let's say I finished making it. Then right now what I can do is I can actually go and mark the order as fulfilled. So I'll press fulfill, and basically you can see I have a toast now that I said the order was fulfilled. And basically I finished making all the orders that I received. So besides this flow of ordering, I can also, if I have an order that I had in the past and I want to search for it, there is a search button at the top right. You can see like a search icon, and if I press it, I can search here also by phone or by order number. I'm not going to do that right now, but just know that this option is possible. Okay, so this is my orders. As you see, I have 3 apps. I have orders, reservation, and menus. So as I said before, I'm not gonna dive into reservation right now, but let's go inside the menus app. And basically here I can see all the menu that I uploaded in the back office. I can enter each section and each dish and see the information I have on each one of them. Let's enter the eggs. And here I can see I have 2 dishes, but let's say I ran out of omelette. So I can do 2 things. I can either swipe and mark it out of stock. That's one option. Or I can enter inside, see the entire dish detailed, and I can also toggle it in stock and out of stock. Another thing I can do is I can also, like in the orders, I can also search for a dish. Again, in the top right bar, there's a search icon. If I press it, I can press something, and then I can basically search for stuff, let's say eggs, and I'll get to the same place that I was before. So this is our menus app and orders app, and in the future, when everything goes back to normal, you should really check out our reservations app. And this is basically a sneak peek of what the app can offer you. It can offer you many other things, but I will let you dive in yourself and check all the other options.
Let's cover the must-haves. We're going to reflect on the changes in your business. One, you always want to communicate on the homepage by, letting users know, like, if any changes have been made to the business hours or days. This is great by adding a welcome or like box to the site. Additionally, you should add a subscription form, either in the footer or header, or anywhere on the page, or maybe within the lightbox itself. Last, we'll talk about pausing reservations. Let's communicate on the homepage. This is a great example of a site. The user has added in information about right on the homepage that they're free to deliver to your door, and they have a Get Started button that links to the online ordering page. Next is a lightbox. This is another additional feature. This is an easy tool that we have within the editor itself. The lightbox is fully customizable, so you can add whatever you would like, including videos, additional text, and like I said, the subscription form here. User included 2 buttons, and it redirects their customers to go either viewing the menu or ordering now. Right at the bottom, this is how you can collect and generate information, collect emails from your customers, new clients, and then have them subscribe to a newsletter, keeping them up to date if your business have changed, business hours, or maybe if you're offering new coupon deals. You can collect their information here and then send a personal email later. And then pausing reservations. 2 ways to do it. Automatically within the online ordering dashboard, when you go to reservations, down below you'll see a toggle switch to turn reservations on and off. At this time, it may be best, due to the current situation, to toggle this off. And when you toggle it off, when a customer goes to the live site, if they try to book a table, by default, we'll have a pop-up for them. We'll already include your phone number that you've included in your business information for them to reach out to you. A secondary step that you can take is for pausing the reservation is by deleting the application. So if you have the widget on a standalone page, or if it's added underneath another page, the widget can be deleted. Now, don't worry, if you delete the widget off the page, it will not erase any of your contact information or past reservations. When you re-add the application again, all the details will be the same. Now, let's say you have the reservation app widget on a standalone page versus a page with additional content. You can hide this page. You can perform the same steps as before by entering into the editor, clicking on your menu and pages. And then from there, when you find your reservation page, you'll click on the 3 little dots on the far right, and then you'll see the option to hide. And then from there, you'll just publish your page so it can be available or visible to clients. Next, let's jump into communicating your changes with your clients. This is very important during this time to be very communicative with your customers and clients, letting them know what's going on with the business, how your operating hours may have changed. And there's a few tips that you can do that we highly encourage to use throughout Wix. A few things that you can add is you can add a live chat to your site. Use the mobile app to answer customers' questions if you do have chat enabled. Sending an email marketing campaign, like I said, to add that personalized touch. And maybe writing a blog. These blogs can be short or long, but we do have a helpful blog team. And the support page has really detailed information about blog. And next, create social posts. The one thing that a lot of customers are doing are always reaching out to social if they're not reaching out to your live site. And if you're staying active and keeping people engaged on your social media, they will definitely know what's going on with your business. Let's start with email marketing. We've added a few new templates from the email marketing. And once you jump in, you'll see one that you can customize for delivery, or you can use any of the additional email marketing templates, and you can definitely customize it from there. Next, you're probably wondering, how do I get my contacts? Well, like I said, anytime a customer places an order or a reservation on desktop, their contacts is added into the Wix contacts section. You can use the list for email marketing, or if you wanted to specialize, you can go in and customize a few of your customers to maybe add them to a special group. And you can filter this and add it to the email marketing. And that's about it. If you guys have any more questions for us, I'll take it over to Ariel.
Thank you, Aneesah. So someone was asking how to change online ordering in terms of layout and design.
So within the online ordering, if you click into the application itself, you'll see settings, and then you'll see the few design options that we have. I believe we are working on improving more of the design throughout, but this is where you would go through and customize the design of it.
I just wanted to say we saw it when adding the application once you added the application of online ordering on the left pane, there are options to change the design and the layout.
I saw a few questions about taxes and shipping, how to set it up.
So once you set up the delivery area, there is a place to set the fee for delivery. And we saw on the phone ordering, there is a designated place for tax. You can change it there as well.
What kind of sales reports do we have, and what's the break of it?
Yeah, so you can go to the main navigation pane, and there is an analytic option. Once you enter that, you will see a lot of options to slice and dice the data that happened in your website. You can see the sales, you can see by day and by month, and a lot of additional analytic information inside. Check it out.
I also saw a question about payments. So I saw a lot of questions about Square payments, and also a question about how to collect payments for phone orders. If you can tell us a little bit about payments in general.
So the payments option are exactly the same one that you defined for the online ordering. So once you are taking an order over the phone, you will see the available options. So we saw the cards option and the cash option. So if it's cash, it's clear, and if it's cards, then you will take the money online, and you can set a tip as well, as we saw.
Yaniv, is there a way to download a CSV format of orders with detailed information?
Definitely. You can definitely download a CSV file for orders. This is a feature. If they ever want to have more in-depth questions about CSV, they can always refer to our help support center or just email us at support and we can help them out. But yes, it is possible to do that.
Great. Another question here is about the possibility to add future order to the menu. So if I order for the next day.
Yeah, we just saw it in the future order feature. You need to enable that feature in the advanced settings, and then you can set how long you can order in advance. And then the customer that enter the site will be able to schedule when he wants to come and pick up or to make a delivery for. As we saw, the defaults are 0 to 7 days, but it's totally flexible, and you can change it according to your availability.
Did you guys mention what payment gateway we do accept? Yes,
but it varies between countries and agreements. So it's up to the location and the settlements in that country. So the customer, the business owner needs to get inside and prescribe to the right or to the optional payment gateways that you see there. But usually we're working with most of the payment gateways.
And I bet that there's probably a list with our support articles if you want to find what exactly do we use for each country.
Yes. Yes, there is. There's a list that we keep up to date that you can find on the Help Center of the supported payment gateways for Wix restaurants. And from there, we'll have a link for what countries it supports and also if there's any additional fees from that payment provider. But the list is always up to date and you can always check. If there's something not there, don't worry, just feel free to email us at support or contact us so we can, hear your suggestions on what new payment gateways we should have.
I see a few questions about printing copies of the invoices or, for example, not the invoices, of the order and attaching it to the right order. Can you explain briefly about that, the process, and what's the best practice?
It's all based off of your business needs. You'll always have an option to print off the receipt after it's fulfilled or during the order. When it's printed, it will be based off of what type of printer you've set up. And then you will have to organize it according to the flow of your restaurants. And then from there, you just attach it.
And what's printer that you should use? Because I saw a question about that.
Yeah. So on our support help page, we do have an article about more Google Cloud printing. Unfortunately, we can't promote every printer, but there is a detailed list of what is supported, and you can just try from there to print. And they always work out successfully. If there's ever any questions, like if they have specific printers, I definitely would say please contact support. So that you can speak to us or email us, and we can go in depth from there.
Yaniv, there's a question about advertising on Google Ads, and how can I connect if I can connect my Google Ads campaign or Facebook Ads campaign,
totally.
sorry?
Yeah. You can go on the setting pane to marketing tools, and there choose the marketing integrations tools, and there you will see a lot of options or a lot of tools to connect, as well as Google Ads, of course. There are several more options there.
Perfect. Thank you. I saw another question about controlling the date and time of where the customer can select his delivery. So the question is if we can they control it?
Yes, in the future orders feature, the business owner can define the period of time in advance that the customer can set up an order. We saw the defaults are 0 days to 7 days, but it can be changed to minutes. It can be prolonged. It can be shortened. It's up to you guys.
Talking about flexible, can we make like modifications per item? So, like for example, a burger cooked medium rare, and a different product.
For every
like
dish, you can add comments, and you can add the customer can ask specific things about any of the dishes. So, and it's available also on the phone ordering feature. So in both cases, you can write notes, whether it's over the phone order or the customer himself can do it and add some notes on any dish that he adds to the menu, to the cart.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. I also saw some questions about our live chat. How does it connect, and how can we make it work to the best, especially these times? I think I remember, Aneesah, you mentioned a little bit about the chat. Can you elaborate on that for a little?
Yeah, so the chat is definitely not a part of Wix Restaurants, but it is a part of Wix itself. It's a standalone feature, so you can add that in there. When you add chat, there will be additional setups that you can create. Like, I believe they still have the feature for toggling like a message, but you'll see when someone is on the website or if they're engaging with you on chat, you will be notified via the mobile app, or if you're on the desktop, you'll see an option to chat and communicate with your customer. But if the customer is asking a little bit more questions, this would be probably the best time to like ask for a phone number so you can reach out to them and then start placing them a phone order for them to get them into the system.
Right. I see that we have another question about the shipping. I mean, if we can be a little bit more specific of how he can have both delivery and shipping options, if you don't mind to talk about it a little bit.
Okay, I think I know what they're referring to, Yaniv. I think they're referencing both Wix Restaurants and Wix Stores at the same time. Yeah, so we are two separate applications, and you can add them to the site at the same time. However, there won't be a merge between the two. So you can have defined delivery areas and times, and then you can also have defined shipping rules. Shipping is more into Wix Stores, and definitely check out their support page or reach out to their support team because they can take it a little bit further from there. But for Wix Restaurants, you can set up your delivery areas where Yaniv showed you in the online ordering settings, and then you could customize the regions based off of radius or zip code if that's available for you. And you can have specific times and price points and stuff.
And I have a workaround to suggest that if the question came from a store owner that have a store and he wants to add the online ordering for the dishes, so he can add to the menu those items that he wish to sell, then he will be able to offer both dishes and products in the same menu, and then the customer can add them both and do it on the same delivery.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for that. Someone asked about the countries that are not supported to receive payments online. What about them? I think that if I'm not mistaken, you have to choose a payment provider that works with the countries that you serve.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Am I correct? Do you want to elaborate on that a little?
You were very accurate. It's depends on the country and on the agreement with that specific country.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you know what best practice if we work in a country that is not being able to receive payments online?
We are
Aneesah,
working on adding Wix payments, and in the future we will have additional payment gateways. But for now, you need to settle with cash, and hopefully with an open gateway that you have in your country, you can contact the customer care for help. But again, it's the agreements on each and every specific country. But we are working on it. Soon we're gonna have the Wix payment gateway.
Mm-hmm.
And if I work in a country that is not really working with online payments, but instead with cash, what is the best practice? Still be able to manage my inventory if it's a cash-based?
There is an option, if a payment gateway is not supported, you can still toggle on and then just make sure it's on delivery, on pickup. But then you would have to have your own separate payment provider to charge the person in person or on delivery. Just make sure your people who are delivering have that operating system with them so that they can swipe the user's card. But if they are a cash-based system, then at this time take the necessary precautions of how to handle money. Based off of your regulations, I see people are using gloves to handle money and still operating their business like normal. It's just taking the next level of precaution.
That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that we covered most of the questions in regards to setup, in regards to payments, in regard to coupons and email marketing, and some managing inventory on the app. Again, whatever is regarding the app that we can help you with, I hope that this video, when we send it to you, you're going to see the overview of and our capability of the mobile app. Maybe, Yaniv, you can explain a little bit about the differences, in general, between the old one and the new one, if you don't mind.
So we have a new application. It's look and feel like the Wix way, and we are streamlining the way to handle the orders, and we are adding constantly new features to the new app. So stay tuned, and you will get soon a lot of new features. But in general, it's a really nice one to handle all the orders, and the tablet view works really well.
Okay, guys, so I want to thank you so much for taking part of this webinar, for asking questions. The most important thing, I think, is to wish you guys to stay healthy and try to increase your sales during this time as much as you can. But definitely the most important is that we all be healthy. So thank you guys for joining us. And do you want to add anything, Aneesah or Yaniv?
I say thank you and hope these awful days will pass soon, and good luck with your business. And it's really worked. Try the online ordering and you will have your business live and earning.
Same, yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. It's great. We're here, like I said, from the customer care side. So we're definitely here to help you guys and answer any questions. So definitely reach out. And if you have unique businesses, reach out to us because we always enjoy, working with everyone and seeing how they use the Wix Restaurants platform in a different way. So, yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Thank you.
everyone.